some oval thrill. Carolina, Carolina, North Wilkesboro is the spot. Round and round you will find they'll show you what they got. Carolina, don't you know we know the place to go. It's a little track, cuts no slack, that's up in North Wilkesboro. If a race is what you want, you'll find a seat up front. Join us at the lineup, cause it's time to start the show. Smuggling booze and driving fast. Carolina, at the time you didn't know that you would last. Carolina, Carolina, uniquely oval track. We lost you for a few years and it's great to have you back. Carolina, don't you know we know the place to go. It's a little track, cuts no slack, that's up in North Wilkesboro. If a race is what you want, you'll find a seat up front. Join us at the lineup, cause it's time to start the show. You know we know the place to go. It's a little track, cuts no slack, that's up in North Wilkesboro. If a race is what you want, you'll find a seat up front. Join us at the lineup, cause it's time to start the show. Join us at the lineup, cause it's time to start the show.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, everything simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back for round 2 of the UES Group Off Season Slam. This week we're at North Wilkesboro Speedway, and this is the OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by our other sponsors, Everything Simulated, TWRSetups, 131 Web Radio Network, Scotchy Race Fuels, and of course Inside Lane Productions. Joining me in the booth tonight, once again, we got Kobe Jordan behind the cameras and James Watson out on track. How you going, boys?
Oh, doing good. Can't wait for this one. This is another one of my favorite tracks. This is going to be real interesting. This is actually going to be my first race at the new updated 2025 version of the track, so I have no idea how this is going to go, quite honestly.
Well, that probably explains why when I was trying to load me track cams and it suddenly popped in a 2025 folder there, and Kobe was like, there's no 2025, what's going on here? So that would explain the update then, I guess.
Yep.
Well, it's going to be good to see. It looks pretty good out there on track. And Last week, as mentioned, we were at Martinsville Speedway, round 1. We had Gary Wellman, the reigning championship winner, take the win yet again, and Lachlan Urquio and Matty Raymond coming home second, third. But round 2 now, North Wilkesboro. We've got the current championship points up there on screen at the moment, so you can see the rest of those. Perry and Astakis sort of equaled there. James Watson, Andy Barber, Lewis Barger, Ryan Barber, Wade Sheedy, Sean McLaughlin in there for your top 10. But we are at North Wilkesboro Speedway tonight, so 0.62 miles. Nice little short track. Obviously updated for the 2025 season. I believe we got 150 odd laps here as well. Might have those figures up on screen there. There we go, 130 laps tonight, so 20 less. Still 5 sets of tyres, 50% fuel there. So just getting the practice session, about a minute to go out of the way. We'll run through the keys to the race tonight. So throttle control and corner exit drive. So unlike last week, we were under the sun and those hot track temperatures. We under the lights tonight, so a little bit cooler, and obviously still got to work on that corner exit, putting that power down. Patience and line management. Once again, short tracks. Got to take your time. Look for those moves you can make. Not just dive straight into the corner and wipe everyone out. And brake and tyre conservation. So, yeah. Making sure the car's nice and stable under brake. Not locking up the rears coming in too hot, and looking after those tyres. Everyone tuning in at home tonight, jump in the chat and put in your picks once again, who you think might take the win here for round 2 of the UES Group Off Season Slam, North Wilkesboro Speedway. And we'll bring those ones up in just a moment. So we'll kick off with James just before he gets into qualifying. Hey, who's your pick tonight, James?
I'm going to go with Gary again, winner last week and the current points leader and reigning champion.
You're only pretty strong pick there. Can't argue with that one. And Kobe, yourself?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, viewers. This week, I'm going to stick with my pick from last week with Sumter. We didn't get to see what he had to do last week because, unfortunately, it was hindered by pedal issues. I've heard as I walk down the pit lane that he has since fixed those pit issues. So this man could melt ice with a stare, and I know he's going to bring it home there. That's my prediction. That's the title. Back to you, fellas.
Alrighty, sticking with the same pick from last week. And for myself, well, we picked James last week, but I kind of almost thought I should have picked him again this week. But this week we gone for Sean Signer, and showed some pretty strong pace last week and was schooling the field until he had that power out. So we'll see if he can bring the bacon home tonight for us. Looking very fast out there and qualifying at the moment on top as well. Giuseppe Maiolo jumping to the top there with a very fast time, and Lachlan Urquio must have been his second lap there, just been in that car. So 3 minutes to go in qualifying at the moment. About half the field banked some times there. So we'll let those times roll in at the moment. And the 515, I reckon that's Adam Ariel. He's jumped in, so good to see Adam Ariel in the session as well. A bit of a late joiner, I think, as well. So, and that was a bit of a cooked lap. Ariana Starkus on screen at the moment, setting his times. I know he was doing a bit of practice earlier before the session went up as well, so he's putting in some work as well. I think he's tied 4th after round 1, so pretty good run last week for Parry. And he's jumped up to 3rd in qualifying at the moment, so yeah, good run there for Parry. Gary Wellman on the screen at the moment with no time on that one, hitting the wall, so maybe that was a little bit of strategy there. Bin the lap and won't have to set one. We'll see where that puts him. Gary Wellman up into 3rd now as well. So good lap there. James Watson setting his lap into 2nd place as well.
Yeah, that's a good lap. Honestly, wasn't expecting to be that high. I'm typically not a good qualifier, but I'll take that for now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about qualifying. I just never have that outright pace for a qualifier lap, and when it comes to race, we can do some things over a long stint, but yeah, it's always got to work and pick off everyone to try and get those spots. The outright pace never comes. About a minute to go. So, how's the track feel, James? What's the go tonight with the car on the feel of the track?
It feels as good as it's gonna get. You know, it's definitely pretty happy in the rear on corner exit. So we're probably gonna see a few spins. It's a bit easier to drive than last week, but it's still difficult. I don't think you can really make it not difficult to drive given what car we're in and what tracks we're putting it on, but it gives you a little more of a fighting chance to hold on to it.
Alrighty, well, we'll let qualifying wrap up and we'll be back with the starting grid in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 2 of the UES Group Off Season Slam at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Results are in and we've got the Mike Gremlin Barber starting grid on screen. So taking pole tonight is Sean Signor and alongside James Watson on the starting row. Second row, Gary Wellman and Matty Raymond. Third row, Parry Anastakis and Daniel Blinko. Fourth row, Giuseppe Marlowe and Kay Donnelly. Fifth row, Todd Maxfield and Jeremy Sumter. And sixth row, Jacob Dean B and Tyson Carey. Seventh row, Lachlan Urquio and Adam Ariel. Eighth row, Ruben Phelps and Andy Barber. Ninth are Adam Malone and Colin Bennett. And that is it. Sounds like we've got some dramas on track already.
We do?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're just yelling abuse out the driver window or something. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we've got some fresh new liveries on track as well. Good to see there. So, TWR team, Matty Raymond, Ruben Phelps, Lachlan Oquio, James Watson. Got some fresh looking paints out there. So, cars look great.
Well, I'm still in the same gaudy paint I usually run, but the SRM boys, they're in some fresh paints and they look gorgeous. And they're tasteful, unlike mine.
Well, thinking about tasteful, I was thinking of yours just looks like candy. I'm like, those colors are like just candy. It does look very tasteful. Alrighty, well, the pace formation laps here. Pace cards off. And Sean Signor, James Watson going to be taking us to the green flag. 130 laps here at North Wilkesboro, and we are green. And a huge jump for James Watson around the outside to take the lead there. Sean having a bit of a snooze there on the green flag.
I don't know if it was a snooze. I think it was more struggled a little bit putting the power down.
Maybe wrong gear or something on the starting, but whatever. That worked well for you there, James. But
yeah.
now we're to a caution.
Oh, Giuseppe.
Car spun around. We'll go to the 131 Retro Radio Network replay, and we'll have a look at what happened on this one. All right. And Giuseppe just getting loose on those cold tyres. Sideways, and good avoidance there from everyone else and holding those brakes. So no damage done to everyone. And that'll just put Giuseppe on the rear of the field after that. So no harm, no foul for our first caution. See a few boys diving into pit road as well. So some cheeky little fuel top-ups going on here. Taking advantage of that caution.
Yeah, I believe you can make it to the end if you pit now.
130 laps on some very old tires if we go green the whole way.
Yeah.
We've seen it before in NASCAR where people have done that old one stint on tires, and the boys that opt to take that pit stop sort of mid-race, it's been a hard task for them to try and chase them down as well when it has been green flag running, so it can pay off.
Yeah, it just depends on how bad tire wear is gonna be. Obviously, this is a bit uncharted territory for all of us, given we've never run the supercars at these smaller tracks. So you think it's gonna make a difference, but you know, you'd be surprised sometimes.
Alrighty, well, pace car lights are now off. The rest of the field just forming up. It's going to be James Watson taking us to the green flag this time. There goes the pace car, and green whenever. Saw some interesting restarts last week. People think with Wade Sheedy getting the jumps mid-corner or early corner entry, which sort of unsettled things a bit. But nice little start there for James Watson. Gary Wellman having a good start there as well on the inside of Sean, but not quite able to get around him. So he's going to fall back in. Sean having a better restart that time. Matty Raymond there in the background as well on the back of Gary Wellman. So Ruben Phelps and Giuseppe Milo. Ruben going to get that corner entry. Adam Ariel a little bit slow coming off there. Not sure if he's had a little bit of a spin maybe. Or just taking things a bit cautious.
Surprised they didn't bring out a yellow.
Bit of contact there with Colin Bennett onto the pit entry, I think, there. So back on track. That's probably why that sort of saved that yellow coming out. Sean looking for the inside on James. Just running that mid to high line. Getting a good run out of the corner there. Sean looking a little bit loose out of the corner on the front of that car.
Yeah, I think Sean pushing his rears a little more than I am right now.
Yeah, well, seems to be everyone sort of running that mid to high line at the moment. But, yeah, not many sort of opting for that bottom line on corner entry. A couple of cars stuck out there, but lap 13 of 130, so nice little green flag run now. I think Sean's taking the lead there off James. He's got that move done for the lead now. Parry and Stark is loose and contact with Giuseppe, and there goes half the field. So it looks like most of them might have got through it. And Ruben Phelps there might have been caught up on that one as well. So chuck it to the 131 retro radio replay on that. Ariana Starkis there on the inside. James Sumpter, Kay Donnelly on the outside. And I think Parry just got a little bit loose there, and Giuseppe in behind.
And right here, yep. Around goes the 144. Gets into Linko. Maxfield gets into Phelps.
I think Phelps got a little bit lucky there. I think he just stopped that front from getting hit on the wall. So, and they copped a little bit of hit to the rear of the car, but protecting that front. And just when we say we're having a nice little green run, that was quick-lived, wasn't it?
Yep, and that it always goes.
Don't put that curse on me. I don't want to start that again. Everyone will be blaming me for these cautions, but well, we'll let the boys settle for this one. We might see if we can drag some drivers up into the booth through the race. If we get a few more cautions going and have a chat with them and see how their races are going. But, for the moment, we'll let this one go. I think we got a little surprise maybe for the thrill seekers on track and the fans at home post race. Nice little jump, should I say, or car launcher. Might see if anyone wants to destroy their car before next week. Pace car's off. Sean Signor going to be taking us to the green flag. James Watson alongside. Gary Wellman, Matty Ray in behind. And the green drops. So much better restart there for Sean. James getting a good jump as well with Gary Wellman.
Too many green cars.
There's green, there's lime green, there's green apple.
Oh my God, we're 3 wide. This isn't gonna be good. Oh, there it is. Oh, Giuseppe and Kate get together. Somehow we're still clean and green.
Yeah, I think the elbow gave the shove out the way on that one, and the wall helped with that. So keep everything nice and straight. Phelpsy on the inside, Tyson Carey there. Ooh, I was gonna say Giuseppe looking loose. He's skating a bit and doing a bit of drifting there. Gonna check up behind him a little bit, but managed to keep that car under control. Bit of wall rubbing as well going on. Not sure who that was.
The yellow's back out. I think it might be Tyson Carey. Yep.
Yep. Go to that
Foot cam with the back against the wall.
Did he actually get the foot cam going? I haven't looked if he did or not. Yeah, the replay just going back a little bit further, but
Oh man, there it is.
Stepping on that loud pedal too early, maybe.
Yeah, that's the
something
difficult thing that we're kind of dealing with tonight, is that the car is just kind of unsettled off turn 4, and it's not that surprising because what's unique about Wilkesboro is the fact that it's got an incline and a decline. Like coming out of turn 4, you're going up, and then you're going down on the exit of turn 4, and then you kind of go up on the back straight away and then back down on exit of 4. So the track is basically 2 different halves because of that, and it's one of the most unique ovals out there because of it. And it's so much fun, but it's a nightmare trying to set up a car for the exit of 4 because that's the loosest you'll get, and it's hard to deal with that while making the car not too tight for every other part of the track.
Well, some drama going on track there. Colin Bennett was sideways, missed the pit entry, and then Tyson Carey's facing the wall out of pit exit or something as well. So not sure what's happening with both of them. Might be able to catch a replay on that one. I think that's just in front of where that happened. So then there's Tyson again. So you're coming out of pit lane.
Yeah, I think he finally got back going.
Well, maybe the cold night temperature, not able to get a bit of heat into those tyres. But pace car off. Going to be green flag once more. Sean Signer taking us to green. Nice jump there from everyone. Lachlan Urquio up into 4th place. Andy Barber into 5th. So those boys making some moves through the field towards the front. Wellman on the inside of James there, scraping the wall. Wellman up into second.
Oh, someone going around.
Thought something might have been happening, and a little bit of smoke there, so... Phelps on the inside of Milo now. He's going to push up high, gives him a bit of a shove. He's going to make that pass stick. Matty Ray, I thought was going to poke it up the inside, but he backed out of that one. Battle for second still, Wellman and Watson. You know what I like about night races? You get the headlight flashes going on and distract them.
Yep.
Especially on a short track. They look in the mirror for a second and bang, they're in the wall.
Ah, cool. I do have my flasher mapped.
I didn't tell you to do it, James, so...
Actually, no, wait, never mind. I do not have them mapped, unfortunately.
That was one thing I always made sure was mapped. Got to take any advantage I can. Adam Ariel going for a ride around the wall almost. Getting up nice and high. I think that was approved from last week as well, getting the whole Chastain wall ride, but don't know if it'll work too well here. And caution. Had Kate Donnelly on the radio there as well. Adam Malone looking a bit worse for wear there. Front bumper missing. 131 retro radio replay. We'll catch that one, and round goes Adam Malone. Some lucky fan can get a Southern Stars race bumper at the end of this race, signed by Adam Malone. Well, while we're under caution here, we'll get the driver up into the booth, and we got Lachlan Urquio. How we going?
Yeah, not too bad. Good race so far, eh?
Yeah, not too bad. We had a few laps of green running there, and yeah, you're making your way up through the field slowly.
Yeah, no, it's just trying to chip away at it. Bad qualifying tonight again. Starting to make a habit of it, but and just sort of chip away at it, be a bit more steady. We're still setting PBs in that towards the end of that run, so I've decided just to leave it out here for now and just see how long I can run these tyres and go for a bit of track position at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I think we can make it home, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think a few drivers now come into pit road, might be throwing on a set 40 laps in, so make use of those tyres there, but they're obviously going to be cold and fresh, so we saw a bit of trouble with drivers coming in and out of pit lane, so maybe it's good to hold on to that track position at the moment while you're up there in second.
Yeah, no, this thing's a demon on cold tyres. A bit slippery and slidey, especially off 4. So yeah, I'm keen to just leave these ones on it. It seems to be working. As I say, still setting personal best lap times. I was still doing 6s and 7s, 19 6s and 7s. So we'll keep it rolling and keep doing 6.7s.
Oh God! Don't you start on that. I've had my kids
Sorry, I had to.
going on the whole weekend with this. Yeah, we're gonna just erase that last 5 seconds from the broadcast. But
Oh shit! I'm getting distracted. I'm meant to be on the outside here, holding the field up.
all right. Well,
Cheers, boys. Have a good run.
We're not going to put you back down. We're going to kick you out for that one. So there he goes. And pace car's off. We're going to be going green flag once more. Sean Signor taking us to green alongside Lachlan Urquio. That paint on Loggies with the blue and the that just reminds me of a bit of a throwback to the Subaru times.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It looks pretty schmick. Pops on the black of Ruben's car too. But good start there once more. And with everyone's pushing and shoving, and Kate Donnelly sideways, Maddie Ray sideways, Adam Malone sideways. We're going to be throwing that yellow flag. Four wide at North Wilkesboro. Ooh-wee.
I am amazed that happened.
Unfortunately there for Adam Malone, so that fast repair would have been used last caution, and it's just caught up again, and gonna have a little bit of damage on that car. But you can see there on screen at the moment the stint. So Sean yet to pit. Lachlan dove in for a little bit of a splash in that first caution, so he's gonna have a bit more. James Sumter not pitted yet either, but we've got Sean in the booth. How you going, Sean?
Doing pretty good, man. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're having fun here. The race is flowing along pretty good, I think, besides the cautions. How are you finding the race so far?
It's been pretty fun. I had a nice little battle with James earlier, and the rest of it's really just been out in front, managing my own pace. They've just been running into each other in the back, bringing out these yellows, and yeah, I guess it kind of falls into my plan. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for pit strategy or anything, but I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot right now, so I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, good spot to be at the front when everything's happening behind you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Good way to keep your car clean.
Yeah, what happened on the green flag, lap one? You're a little bit slow on the mark there to take the jump.
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about the restart rules, if there was a starting zone like there is in the official sessions in this car, and I also don't race these cars often, so I didn't know which even gear to be in, so it's kind of just been, that was a little bit of a guessing game right there, and of course James snatched the purse out of my hands and ran with it, but, I couldn't expect anything less from the guy starting outside pole,
Alrighty, well, we'll let you get back to it. We're about to go green, so thanks for jumping up and having a quick chat.
Yeah, have fun, guys.
Good luck for the rest of the race. And that's Sean's signal there, so got that lead back again after a unsure start, and nice little jump there once more. Got two SRM boys there behind him though, so Lachlan Urquio and Phelpsy looking to try and take the lead off him. Wellman, James Watson in the back there. 34.
Oh no, he's going around.
Oh no.
Oh, poor Adam.
Well, a little bit loose there on Kate Donnelly. Giuseppe and unfortunately Adam Malone again. Right into the back of that one, nowhere to go. Well, 50-130, we'll go to a quick ad break and we'll come back with you in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. Round 2 here at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the UES Group Off Season Slam OzOVals Supercar Series, brought to you by Everything Simulated, TWRSetups, 131 Web Radio Networks, Got Your Race Fuels, and Inside Lane Productions. Pace car off once more, and a very early start there for Sean. Looked a little bit slippy on the inside, trying to get that early jump. Everyone up high coming into that corner, so just testing the waters there maybe on that inside restart, trying to get an early jump over everyone. As he said before, he's got to work out that strategy for his pit stop soon, so see what he's going to do there. And Kate Donnelly around again into the wall. That's going to throw the yellow once more. Give it the old flick spin around. And again. I think he's just celebrating doughies at the moment. Too early for that, Cade. Like, there was Jacob Dean there, almost getting a little bit loose on the outside as well, but held on to that one. Kate having to tow that car back to pit lane as well. That's set him down a lap. Well, we'll see. See if we've got anyone else we can maybe throw up into the booth for a minute or two. Maybe next caution. We'll bring someone else up. Wave around there. I think that was maybe Parry.
Stopped her.
Ready, Jeremy? Give him the wave around there. Too many grey cars, too many green cars.
Wow. Wow. That is wild.
Some detail there on that car, isn't it? In the blue.
No kidding.
Gonna have to get your hands on that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, pace car lights off already. So be gonna green this time round. Pace car will do the big old swervy. He's even cut the inside of the cone there too. And there's Sean again, trying to get that early jump just before the exit of the corner. Wellman up into second, round Urquio on the inside.
Well, it's getting close for P2 right now.
Ooh. Bit of a squiggle there for Wellman out of the corner. Thought he could have made it 3 wide there if he got that power down a bit better.
Oh, no, they're wrecking.
Oh. Oh, someone in the wall behind. Oh. And Daniel Blinko as well, just locking up to avoid Urquio in the middle of the track. Not sure who ran it into the wall just after this.
Is there a net code?
I was wondering that. I wonder if we can get a top-down view there, maybe. See if we can get a different camera angle. I don't know if it was just got a bit loose and, yeah, had nowhere to go into Wellman, maybe. A bit of a bump there, so unfortunate there. Alrighty, well, we've got Giuseppe Milo in the booth. How you going, Giuseppe?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Been bit
Getting
of a race
abused.
tonight, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I've seen your car sideways a bit and the elbow's out tonight.
Yeah, well, if you can let me know what happened with Kate. I was actually on the inside, and then he's come down. This is from what I've seen. And then to stop him from spinning, I've sort of kept on his front fender because I knew we were hitting, and then I don't think he took it that way, and he's gotten stuck into me. Then another fella that was a lap down got stuck into me, talking about trying to get me disqualified. So I was pretty polite to him though. I just said, yeah, I'm intentionally trying to wreck Cade because that's what I'm about. But no, I'm having fun, mate. I'm having fun. All seriousness, it's good fun. Just trying to save tyres now, take it easy.
Yeah, I did hear those comms in my other air with the session going on, so I had a bit of a chuckle at that one. But
Yeah.
I think just a little bit loose for some drivers, maybe, and not used to the short track with these cars yet, as most of the boys out there probably aren't either. So it's just about trying to find that common ground on, trying to get that power out of the corners and keep the car a bit more stable. So
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
anyways, we'll chuck you back and good luck for the rest of the race.
Awesome. Cheers.
Alrighty, that's Giuseppe Milo there, and James Watson taking us to green alongside Gary Wellman. So Sean's made the stop now. and a little bit further back in the pack. So we'll see if he can navigate through, and looking 3 wide back there as well at the moment. Harry Starks, Ruben Phelps, Adam Malone 3 wide into turn 3 there. So that one played out pretty safe. So I think we've got a nice little restart happen here. So hopefully we get some green flags. A few laps under our belt here. James Watson at the front, Gary Wellman, Andy Barber back in 3rd there. Little gap there back to Giuseppe. Andy's locked in as short track training following Gary Wellman at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's only one way you learn, isn't it? You watch the fast guys. So if you're sitting behind one, then you might learn a bit.
I feel like I'm learning a lot trying to keep the fast guy behind me. Oh, man, you back in yellow.
Well, you'll keep him there for another couple of laps yet. Yellow flag out. Adam Malone, and I think Adam Ariel in that one. The 131 Retro Radio replay. We'll have a look what happened here. A little bit further up there, Phelps and Maxfield.
Oh, and Adam Malone involved again. I mean, my 2 black cats don't take kindly to that, Kobe.
Well, I have a theory here. Because we haven't seen Adam blink out, everyone's seen him tonight, so they've found the target. They finally found him on the track.
They're used to driving through him, but now they're just driving through him.
Alrighty, well, we'll chuck it to a quick ad break, and we'll come back again with you in just a minute.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Yep. Alrighty, pace car off. And I think we're going to have some black flags served. Something happened there with pit road, but we'll see if we can try and fix those ones up. Maybe in the next caution, but good start there. James Watson, Gary Wellman getting a good jump as well. Trying to... We're just going to go through everyone. Alrighty. Oh, James Sumter there with a spin by the look of it. We'll catch a replay on that one. Oh! James just copping the end of that one as well. No. Jeremy Sumpter trying to face the right way, and yeah, James just copping that. Alrighty, well, got Colin Bennett up in the booth with us. How you going, Colin?
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there. Been raced with a few cautions, but you managed to try and stay out of too much trouble there. Up into 7th at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I've got the pace to stay here for long, but we'll see. Just been trying to keep out of trouble. Used the first fast repair early, so yeah, just been trying to keep out of trouble.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that's about all you can probably do now. You don't want to sustain too much damage, so yeah, if you can stay out of that, then keep that car nice and clean.
Yeah, it's been a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Car's very, very slippy out of turn 4.
Yeah, right. Just out of 4, or everything else sort of okay? Just turn 4.
Yeah, just on the exit of turn 4, you've got to be really, really cautious on the throttle. Turn 2 is fine.
Yeah, right. What line you sort of running into 4 and out?
I'm probably running a little bit low, to be honest, out of 4.
Yeah, I think a little bit on that inside line is a little bit loose there, so you maybe run it up a little bit higher, and that middle line might find a bit more grip for you. But pace car's off. We'll chuck you back anyway.
Thanks, boys.
And green flag restart there. Gary Wellman getting a nice little jump. Giuseppe and Sean finding his way back up to the front of the field once more. So getting the pass done on Myolo. He's going to hunt Wellman down now. Hopefully we got all those flags all cleared up. I'm not sure if we did though. Black flag on Adam Malone. Okay. Let's see if we can give him that one, maybe. Don't know if that went. Alright, I don't think that that console's working, so we might have to jump in this way.
I got it.
You got it? Yep. Yeah, I don't think that other one, it shows it sent it, but I don't think it's doing anything, so. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, well that's one less thing on my screen, then that can go bye-bye. Not sure who's in pit lane now. I think that's Adam Malone, maybe. So going to be coming back out. But Colin Bennett, Andy Barber, they used each other to keep each other straight there. So on 34 there, Jacob Dean. Oh, he's we thought he had it. The delayed reaction on the spin there. He's got it. He's got it. No, he's got it. Yeah. Chucks the drift in. The wall catches him. Getting the drift on again. He's got the wiggles, got the shakes, and he couldn't save that one. Too far around. Alrighty. Few incidents on incident points there as well. So Adam Malone up to 18x, Tyson Carey 18x. Right. Not sure what the limit was for tonight. Yeah, there we go. So 16 every 5 drive through after, and 32 for DQ. So well on our way there. Pit stops taking place once more. A little bit of damage repairs. Maybe some tyres for a few guys. We'll see how those cold tyres go once more. Formation lap going to be coming up now, and pace car lights out. So Sean Signal once again back at the front of the field. Lachlan Urquhart alongside Matty Ray up into third. Ruben Phelps in fourth. So SRM 3 cars up there in the top 5. They're positioned for a good finish here, hopefully.
Right.
92, 130, about to go green. And jump there for Sean. So the hunt begins for SRM. See if they can chase him down. Andy Barber around the outside. Matty Ray's going to get that exit run and gets that pass done nice and clean.
Oh, Colin.
Bennett. Oh, looks like still struggling with the tyres there. Adam Malone again. Three-one retro radio replay on that one. So loose once more coming out of 4. Adam Malone in the back there. I think maybe maybe those cold tyres right on the inside of that corner. So just green car things. Feeling a bit green today. Phelps coming down pit road. Alrighty. So Wellman in there. A bit of reflection coming off Wellman's car there. So Wellman, Phelps, Linko, I think, in the back there. Maybe just getting a little touch-up done. Get the old racing tape out on the front bumper, so if they hit the curb and don't go flying into the wall, ripping the bumper under the car. Like a Gold Coast with Kostecki.
A lot.
James Watson's front bumper there looking very average. Maybe there's bit more of a cooling strategy going on with that car. Needs to keep the temperature down a bit. The grill's missing or something.
There's only so much you can do to avoid something sometimes.
Alrighty, well, pace car lights are off. Andy Barber's keen to get going. He's right on the back of Sean. Just give him a friendly wave from behind. Looks like he was trying to. Looks like both Lockie and Andy were trying to guess that jump there, but it wasn't happening. Like they're trying to put the power down, and
another caution.
Looks like turn 3 strikes once more. Phelps around. James Dean around as well. James Sumter there. Well, we might go to the 131 Retro Radio replay on that one. See how that happened.
Oh.
Bennett just finding the rear of Phelpsy there.
Short track, short tempers.
Ooh, definitely sounds like it tonight, that's for sure. Well, we'll check to a quick ad break and we'll come back with the rest of the race, so stay tuned.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Pace car off. Sean Signal getting the jump once more from the front. 104, 105 of 130 here at North Wilkesboro. Round 2, UES Group OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. 25 to go, and the heat's definitely rising on the track, but not from the track itself, from the drivers. A bit of frustrations there on track. Andy Barber up the inside on Matty Ray, giving him a bit of room there. Trying to get that job done early on the break there, and getting a bit loose trying to get that turn in. Not quite able to get the pass done on the inside. See how you can get that power down from that outside line there. You can get that run back, but get that corner entry once more. Andy just lighten up the res a little bit. Gonna open the door for James. Get the run in on the outside.
A low corner entry is so nerve-wracking in this car. That's when it seems to be at its loosest.
Wellman behind Watson there. Trying to look for his run, and very late throw into that corner from Wellman. Couldn't quite get the job done there. Trying to use all the corner and track. Gets a bit of a run in, but yeah, not getting that run out. So. Battle for the podium at the moment. Matty Ray and Andy Barber. In the battle for the top 5 spots there with Wellman and Watson. Colin Bennett on the inside there. Not sure what happened there. We might have to go to the 131 retro replay on that one. Looks like he's towed that car back into pit lane. Pacing by himself there, and maybe a little bit further back this time round. Looks like maybe just got a bit loose there right at the end of that replay. So yeah, looks like Andy Barber, James Watson, Adam Ariel, James Dean coming into pit lane. Alrighty, well, we'll bring up Mr. Sheen into the booth. Matty Raymond, how you going?
Good day, mate. How you going?
Yeah, pretty good. What brought the yellow out for us there?
Good question. I don't actually know, mate.
Neither.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Was it one of my lads? I don't know. Where's Rubes, actually? I can see Lockie. Yeah, Rube.
Yeah, it was Colin Bennett. I thought right at the end of that last bit, I thought I saw him just getting loose when you went live again, and yeah.
Ah, bugger.
There we go. And then I think he parked it on the inside, just out of pit exit, maybe, and towed. So I reckon that's probably. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, tough one out here tonight. Tell you what, mate.
Yeah,
tempers are getting high.
Well, I was saying the tempers are higher than the track temp. So
it is, isn't it? Yeah, they're getting up there. I'm a bit worried. Even Wello's getting a bit narky out here before. So yeah, that's happening, boys.
Alrighty, well, we're about to go green, so we'll chuck you back. Good luck for the rest of the race.
Thanks.
Short track, short chats. So Sean Signal once more. Getting loose on that restart. Lockie a little bit loose there as well on the outside. Matty Ray on the inside, Wellman on the outside. Seppi, Andy Barber, Parry Anastakis, James Watson there. Looks like that fast repair's been used.
Yep, figured now's the time to use it. Only a handful laps to go, see what happens.
Yeah, that's it. 120 of 130, about to roll over. 10 to go. Looks like Oquio's getting a good run there on Sean, maybe. The timer was going down. Might be closing a little bit of ground there, maybe. Have to see if he can maybe put on an attack for Sean. Well, he's got Wellman in behind him as well, so don't know if he's going to be able to get that job done though. Sean's looking pretty strong out there. Lap counter slowly going down, 7 to go. Only took us to the last 10 laps to get some green flags back in. Phelpsy looking for a move on Giuseppe, not quite able to get that inside going.
Oh, and there it is.
Wasn't me, wasn't my fault. I think that's Tyson Carey. Yeah. I think every front panel on that car on Tyson Carey's missing. Bonnet, side guards, front bumper. 131 retro radio replay. Have a look at that. Oof. Around she went and all the panels just decided to pop off. I think that's the funniest I've ever seen. The panels just jumping off his car. Maybe they got scared by Halloween or something. Trick or treat over the fence.
The front off.
Yeah. Bit of damage there for Tyson, so dare say won't have a fast repair on that one. We pretty much will be going to almost a green-white checker restart. Pace car lights off, 4 to go. We'll have a few green-white checkers if we need them. Once more, Sean Signal going to take us to green. Lachlan Oquia alongside front row. Gary Wellman, Matty Ray in behind. I think we might even have a delayed start because we'd be going green-white checker there. So
we're going to start off with a natural green-white checkered here.
Well, I thought I actually spied the pace car lights off last lap and then he chucked them back on, maybe. Don't call me blind, Kobe. Yep. Alrighty, once more. Early start there for Sean. Like he's got to try and defend that second spot from Wellman, getting a good jump. Outside line still going to have that good run out of the corners, so he's going to pull back in front there. Andy Barber inside James Watson. Final lap, white flags out. We're going to checkered flag, and Sean Signal is going to take the checkered flag here at North Wilkesboro for round 2. And Andy Barber is going to be limping that car home. No front bumper. Ooh.
Yeah, it got loose.
Oh!
Yeah, it got loose and I couldn't quite track up, and in fact I had to track down a little bit and it just took me right into Andy.
Ooh, well, looks like there's a few boys going for a bit of a line-up round for our special gift. Wellman, Maxfield. And we're going for a big old jumpy send. Going in reverse jump too. All the while, Sean's still lining up those tyres, and the rest of the boys are celebrating their own way. Wellman's going to get caught in the fence. He's not going anywhere. He's had his fun ruined. Oh! And Miolo's team's going to be repairing that car all week long. I think Ads is trying to get Wellman out, and somehow he's dislodged the the front right wheels on the ground. This is just carnage and mayhem now. Jeez. Use a fast repair, Gary. Alrighty, well, we'll chuck that to an ad break, and we'll come back with the results and the podium for a chat.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in for round 2 of the UES Group Off Season Slam at North Wilkesboro Speedway, the OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. And our results in from round 2. So taking the win is Sean Signal, Lachlan Urquio in second, Gary Wellman third, Matty Ray fourth, James Watson fifth, Ruben Phelps sixth, Perry Anastakis seventh, Todd Maxfield eighth, Adam Ariel ninth, and Giuseppe Milo your top 10.
And we got Jacob Dean finishing in 11th, Daniel Blinko in 12th, Andy Barber in 13th, Adam Malone in 14th, Tyson Carey in 15th, Jeremy Sumter in 16th, Colin Bennett 17th, and rounding out the field is Cade Donnelly in 18th.
Alrighty, well, that's the results there for round 2 North Wilkesboro. We've got our podium in the booth, and we'll kick it off with third place with Gary Wellman. How you going, Gary?
Yeah, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad tonight. What do you think of tonight's race?
Yeah, it's always good fun. A few more cautions, I think, than last week, maybe, but that's just the nature of it, I think. It's still, yeah, probably would have been nice to have a few sort of longer green flag runs, but yeah, still good racing, though. It's good fun. Everyone's still sort of picking it up a bit, but yeah, no, still had fun.
Yeah, well, looked like turn 4 was a bit of a problem for a few drivers, just getting loose coming out.
Yeah, it was easy to sort of snap them loose, and again, different driving techniques. I kind of find just staying in fourth is a bit sort of easier and less snappy out of the corners, but yeah, I don't know if everyone's doing that, or some guys might be trying third and it's a bit touchy. Then you got to be real careful. So easy to get caught out on these sort of tracks, and yeah, you just try and get that bit extra drive out of the corner, and all of a sudden you're turning the other way pretty quick.
You doing any gear changes, or just leaving the car in fourth and that's it?
Yeah, just staying in fourth. So that's pretty much yeah, it's the smoothest way to drive them, I think. Just keeps the car nice and steady.
Yeah, right. Yeah, obviously, if you can keep that stability and not have to unsettle the car any more than you have to, then you can get a pretty good drive off those corners. So, looked like you're doing well tonight, and get a bit of pace there again.
Yeah, it's doing all right. I haven't tried anything with brake bias. There might be a trick there I'm not sure of yet, but again, yeah, it's fun just trying these new short tracks and picking up some new tricks and things. So, yeah, I had fresher tyres than the couple of guys in front of me, but they were driving real well. I don't think I would have got them. So, yeah, Sean, he was the man to beat all night, I thought, and lucky. I probably needed to be nice to him. I got tangled with him earlier in the race, so I didn't want to do that again.
Yeah, that's all right. And I think, like we said, short tracks, short fuse, short tempers. It was a bit of a night tonight. So, just goes to show that, you know, different tracks that people aren't used to, and even running these cars on these tracks, you know, might need to put in a bit of work as well to get used to them, so we can get those green flag runs and
yeah, it definitely. I think it mixes it up too, because you get guys, you know, all the strategies gets mixed up a bit. So you got guys that are, you know, at the back coming through on new tyres and trying to get there quick, and other guys just trying to hang on, you know, to the next stop. So yeah, it definitely mixes things up, and traffic gets a bit hectic. But you got to kind of take the moves when you can get them sometimes, and it doesn't always work out perfect.
Well, I mean, 3 wide into turn 1 works great.
I thought it was all right, but
yeah,
I don't know. If the door's there, you got to have a crack, don't you? Like, again, I'll watch it again and have a look. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's can have an opinion, but you know, I thought I was it was there to be taken. The door was wide open, so I thought I'd shoot through it.
Yep. Well, a win last week and a podium this week, so doing pretty well for first 2 rounds. So we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, just Simboys, yeah, Hot Toddies, heating installs, UES Group. Yeah, just everyone for turning up tonight, and you guys for the broadcast, and yeah, all the rest of the series sponsors again. Yeah, cheers for what you do, and yeah, it's good to have something different with a short track series, and look forward to next week.
Well, we'll catch you next week. We'll let you go and celebrate that podium, and yeah, good luck for next week.
Cheers, Jacko, and yeah, congrats, Sean, on the win too.
Thanks, Gary. We'll pass you over to James now for second place.
All right. Lockie, James in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, James. Loud and clear.
Well, it was a heck of a race for you, man. What a comeback from qualifying. Just first of all, take us through what happened in Q. I think that was a lot lower than any of us would have figured you starting from.
Well, I mean, I could go through the long-winded explanation and put all kinds of jargon out there, but the simple fact of the matter is I did something stupid and I wrecked the car. So yeah, like most people tonight, buried the foot too early off 4 and wound up doing ballerina moves over the start-finish line.
Well, it's not something you ended up replicating in the race. You were able to pick people off and use some pretty shrewd pit strategy to get yourself up there and, more importantly, hang on to the track position.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. When we had that first yellow, I think it was like halfway around the first lap, the engineer comes on and goes, "You can pit to the end and make it on fuel." And I'm like, "Oh, all right." We had a yellow on lap 2, so I might just no tires, put some fuel in it, and then just roll the dice and see what happens. And then about 50 laps in, I was starting to rub my hands together thinking, this is kind of working, because we're still doing personal best lap times and Sean and I still kept pulling away from the field. And I'm like, okay, I might have played my hand here a bit well and thought it was going all well. And then unfortunately there was a bit of a moment with Gary that kind of threw that out the window.
Yeah, but you still were able to put down some consistent laps. How difficult was the car to drive during the race once you had the knowledge of what not to do from qualifying?
I mean, I was going to make some analogy, but I might be a bit too PG. But it wasn't fun. I'll give you that much. I mean, that's probably not the correct term. It was fun, but it wasn't easy. It was eggshells off 4, and it was funny because it was a surprising amount of grip off 2, but if you overpowered it, you kind of overheated the rear tires and made 4 even worse. So it became this balancing act of not getting too carried away off 2, but then managing it off 4 to keep the temp down. And I think that was the trick for the most part, being able to hold on to the tyre, was just keeping the temperatures in check. So, and I don't know about Shawnee, but I certainly felt like I was pretty good for a long run if we'd got one in there, especially with the rear tyre temps. But yeah, it was just, I think it was just being smart about it and just taking your time. It was a tricky car to drive, but if you could be smart about it, there was definitely a lot of speed in it.
Yeah, and you sure proved that. Incredible run. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Oh, massive thank you to TWRS and the boys over there. It's they've been really awesome to work with this year, and running their setups and running their cars. It's a bit of an honour really, because they've put such a good program and such a good team together that it's so much fun to work with. And obviously SRM, Matty Ray, Ruben were out there tonight, but we've got a few other boys in the sheds, and I love running with that group. They're amazing. And then we also got the sponsors out there. So we got Scotcher Race Fuels, Cut6 Sticker Co. They're on board, and then Moondog, who's been with us for quite some time. And then last off would be the 2 charities we support pretty heavily, is Australian Alopecia Foundation and the Tourette Syndrome Association of Australia.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Lockie, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, hopefully it's one step better, because I don't know how long I can keep doing this second place stuff.
Alrighty, and we'll cut back to Paul for our race winner.
Alrighty, thank you, James. And round 2, North Wilkesboro, your race winner, Sean Signal. How you going?
Doing good, man. How you guys doing up in the booth?
Yeah, good. You managed to get that pit stop out of the way and find your way back into the front of the race and held on to it.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race. Like I said during the race there when you guys pulled me up, I didn't know when I was going to make that pit stop, and At one point I just said, I just got to take these tires, get the fuel to make it to the end so I wouldn't be sweating it, and just, have fun and drive up through the field. And that's exactly what happened. And I got kind of lucky. Had a couple guys pit in front of me. I had James, wreck under yellow in front of me. I'm not sure what happened there. That was pretty weird. But those definitely played into my hand, because if not, I felt like I would have had a hard time getting around him and Gary up front.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was a bit of an incident there with James, but under caution, unfortunate there for James. But yeah, I was going to say, how'd you find with the field that you had to sort of drive through? You're a bit nervous coming through that field with the cautions that obviously were happening behind you through the race. Were you worried about that, or had that in the back of your mind, sort of being a bit cautious to get through the field to get towards the front again?
Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind at short tracks, places like this in Martinsville. You don't really want to pit and get back in there with the mess. And yeah, it was definitely in the back of my mind. I was definitely a little bit nervous about it, but I also know a lot of these guys, and I've been calling the Thursday night truck races and gotten to see how good these guys are on a week in, week out basis. So I had pretty good confidence in who I was racing up front, and having to pass the 80 car and the 42 and those guys. They're super smooth, and I don't have to worry about being around them too often.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, most of the boys, obviously try and give a lot of respect to the guys that are faster on track. They might try and make you work for a little bit and try and burn up your gear, but when the time's there that they can't hold on to that, there's a lot of respect there from drivers anyway.
Oh, most definitely. The guys in the pack, they definitely showed plenty of respect. At least, when I was getting by them, obviously they had some rough and tumbles with each other, but that's just short track racing.
Yeah, not a lot of room out there, and not a lot of grip either, by the sounds of it. So, but that's is what it is. Congratulations on your win tonight, and unfortunately, there last week for you as well with the power outage. So you redeemed that one from last week, and come away with a win for round 2.
Yeah, I'll keep the bill kept up in current this time around, most definitely.
Yep, that certainly helps. Bills get the better of us sometimes. But, we'll give you a shout out to any sponsors or anyone at home.
Yeah, I'll shout out my NIS teammates, Brian. Shout out to the other guys that I hung out in the Discord with tonight. That was a lot of fun to be a part of this race, and I was fortunate enough to be the winner, but it was a really cool experience all in all. And shout out to them, and shout out Riley Reed. Keep up the good work, girl.
I think she retired, but don't ask me how I know that.
Oh, it's a girl I work with. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's been hanging
nice
out
eyes.
a lot.
Pretty eyes, yeah.
She's been hanging out with Jordan Jones a lot, so maybe there's something coming there. Who knows? But anyway.
It was fun, boys. You guys have a great night.
You too, Matt. We'll see you next week. Well, that's definitely not how I imagined the end of that one going. Well, that was round 2 at North Wilkesboro. Things got a bit heated on track with the drivers, and tempers flared, so hopefully things will calm down through the week and into next week. But for anyone tuning in at home, want to become a sponsor, there's the plugs there. Shout out to Inside Lane Media. And if you want to become a driver, anyone tuning in as well, getting amongst the action. This is our off-season slam at the moment, but we'll be bringing things back again next year as well with the mix of our longer tracks. You can join the league there. But, James, round 2, North Wilkesboro done. I think we've got 6 more to go. So, yeah, a little bit of drama on track, and short fuses again.
Yeah, that comes with the territory, unfortunately. I think we all were anticipating something like this to happen in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, all things considered, it was still an interesting race, a lot of fun, and it's still got some great battles in it amongst the chaos.
Yeah, well, I've got to say, for 2 weeks now, and you know how much I always hate short tracks, that it's actually been quite enjoyable so far. So, and the guys have been saying that as well on track, even though things get a bit hairy at times. But anyways, that's is what it is, and we'll move on next week, round 3. And everyone tuning in again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, UES Group, jumping on board. Everything Simulated, 131 Web Radio and Network, Inside Lane Productions, Scotch Race Fuels, and all the fans tuning in at home. So we'll catch you next week.